30 athletes have arrived in Denver on 30 different roads.
I've traveled over 1,500 miles to compete here in Denver and representing Boston.
The rookie is moving on.
My whole family came out and my friends came out.
Men and women.
I really think that I have a good chance of completing the whole course.
Yes! She's done it!
Of all ages.
52 years old. This is an impressive run.
I'm here, I'm gonna do it. Nothing's gonna stop me.
And walks of life.
I live and work on a ranch.
I'm a beekeeper. I'm an ER doctor.
For some, the journey ends tonight.
Oh my goodness! Oh! Unbelievable!
For the fortunate few,
This is gunning it out. Look at that, look at that!
the quest continues.
That's it! There it is!
The last 15 tickets to Vegas are on the line. It's the Denver City Finals.
Welcome to American Ninja Warrior in Denver, Colorado. It's the last stop before the national finals in Las Vegas. We start the night with 30 amazing athletes, but when we're done, only 15 of them will be moving on to face Mount Midoriyama. I'm Matt Iseman alongside former NFL star Akbar Gbaja-Biamila, and over the past several weeks, we've watched as hundreds of competitors gave it their all on brutal courses all across the country. Tonight, here in Denver, Colorado, we have the last of our 5 city finals. Akbar, who can we expect to shine here tonight?
Well, I've got my eyes on the main event. Brian Arnold, he's gone farther than any other American.
History has just been made.
Like many of the other competitors we'll see here in Denver, he's a skilled rock climber, which should help him on this course. And everyone wants to see Megan Martin. She surprised us all by making it up the warp wall in qualifying.
Megan Martin matches history.
With her rock climbing skills, she has a legit shot to finish this finals course tonight.
Casey Catanzaro did it a few weeks ago. Megan Martin could give us another run like that in these Denver finals. Well, tonight, all the athletes will face 10 ruthless obstacles, one of which is making its American Ninja Warrior debut. For more on that, let's go down to Jenn Brown.
Thanks, Matt. The Denver Finals course features 10 obstacles in total tonight. The 6 the athletes faced in qualifying, plus 4 more added for tonight, including one that has never been seen before. As always, we start with the quintuple steps. Next, it's the cat grab, then the spinning log. Now for the city finals, we've made it harder by adding a foam square in the middle. Spikes into cargo has also been modified. The center spike has been removed, creating an 8-foot gap from the spikes to the cargo net. Next, it's the devil steps, and of course, the warped wall. From there, they'll move on to the 4 obstacles added for the finals. First, it's the salmon ladder, where they'll have to vault from a mini tramp, grab the first bar, and hoist themselves up 4 rungs. The arm rings require competitors to hang from 2 rings on different shaped sliding horizontal poles, then negotiate several rises and dips on each track. From there, it's on to our new obstacle, the doorknob arch. Here, the athletes will transfer from one turning doorknob to the next, up and down the arch. And as always, we finish with the spider climb. Athletes will wedge themselves between these 2 walls and make the 30-foot climb to glory. Hit that buzzer at the top, and they have guaranteed themselves a spot in the national finals in Las Vegas. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jen. Kicking things off for the Denver City Finals is a 24-year-old parkour instructor out of Boulder, Colorado. It's Austin Lutz, and it is cold out here. You can see the rain coming down, but 2 thumbs up from Lutz. I like the enthusiasm.
Oh!
Look at that!
I like that. Hey, that's the way you come out on the finals. You choose something new, and you come out strong.
Well, parkour people known for being innovators, and I love it thinking outside the box. And look at that. We've added that little foam step in the middle of the spinning log, and Lutz isn't even phased. Now you can see the spikes into cargo has been modified. The middle spike was removed, so now it's an 8-foot jump to the cargo net.
Yeah, this modification makes it really tough. I mean, we want to make sure only the best of the best makes it to Vegas.
Well, this was the most problematic obstacle in qualifying. It took out a lot of strong competitors, including this man. Austin Lutz could not get through it, but Akbar, as fast as he went through those first 5, he didn't expend a lot of energy.
I think he was angry by what qualifying did to him, especially here at the Devil Steps. I think Austin is getting ready to blow this step up.
But parkour athletes not known for their upper body strength.
Well, you know, once you get to that infamous 6th step on the Devil Steps, it can be very difficult.
He certainly slowed down, but now the transition only 3 feet. But for some of the athletes, it could just as well be a mile.
Well, I can tell you, oh! Well, he's not a rock climber, and I think his arms were tiring out. As he makes the transition to the other side, he never got a good grip, and it cost him.
It's a tough one, man. Hoping to get a crack at the new obstacles right now is a 23-year-old video producer out of Springville, Utah. It's Ronnie Shalvis Jr. Ronnie's been able to make a living out of his 2 passions, filmmaking and parkour.
I do parkour professionally, also stunt work and YouTube videos. I had an opportunity to do a really popular video that is now over 30 million views. From that, I got to build my own channel. I've been able to start doing that full time, just making a living off of cosplay videos where I'll dress up as Santa Claus or other popular video game characters. I've accumulated over 80 million views in all the different parkour videos. A lot of the videos I make, I'm doing training on different types of obstacles, and it helps prepare me for Ninja Warrior, because parkour is all about adapting to your different obstacles, so I'm super excited.
Got it. Shalvis's father, a fellow competitor, did not make it to the finals, but on the sidelines for support.
This is another athlete that went out on the Devil Steps in qualifying.
5'11", 170 pounds. The cat grab barely even slowing him down. He keeps his momentum right through the spinning log.
Oh, a little fall.
And you can see that foam block in the middle of the spinning log. That could spell trouble.
But taking away that middle spike right here is an even bigger challenge. You need just the right swing.
Oh! Wow! Ronnie Shalvis goes down on this new, tougher version of the spikes into cargo. I think this might be tricky for a lot of people tonight.
Well, let's look at it again. You can see he's a long way from the net when he lets go. He managed to get his hands on the net, but can't hold on. A nice flip, though.
I jumped to the cargo net a little bit too early and just was too much of a drop, so I lost my grip, and that was it.
Our next competitor is a 30-year-old beekeeper from Farmington Hills, Michigan. It's David Schwartz. Many of our ninjas care about what they eat, but David takes it to another level.
My wife and I are homesteaders, and we try to live off the land. We both love to eat, and we grow a lot of garlic, we grow kale, we grow a lot of greens in general.
Nothing more beautiful than some good produce.
We grow as much as we can organically, which means we don't use pesticides or herbicides. And we even have our own beehives. We just got about 40 pounds of honey this last year. And we can trade that with our neighbors, so we can barter for other fruits and vegetables, and they'll let us have some eggs if we trade some honey. It's a good relationship. But of all the foods that we produce here on the farm, honey is the ultimate ninja fuel because it replaces all of your muscle glycogen, it's very quick carbohydrate, and it gives you lots of good energy.
Six feet, 180 pounds, lean and mean. Now he has to go out and put some of that homemade ninja fuel on display here.
Well, taking a cautious approach on the quintuple. Oh, little slip there.
You can't take any obstacle lightly, not even the quintups.
He and his wife are both nutritionists, say they love eating organic, but the honey they collect is pure ninja gold.
Well, hopefully he's looking to have a sweet performance here.
Onto the spinning log. Schwartz had some trouble here in qualifying, and now there's an added square for him to jump over.
It's so hard to train for balance. You might have it, but under the lights, it's a whole new game. Oh! A hard impact. That's got to sting.
Caught his foot on that bump in the middle, and down goes David Schwartz.
It's real simple. The beekeeper got stung by the new divider in the middle of the log. He didn't step high enough, and he is going home.
Should have eaten more vegetables. Slacked off on the kale today.
Coming up, Lance Pekish has a new training partner.
Say hi, Gracie.
Can the Cowboy Ninja survive this obstacle? Plus, in qualifying, she shocked everyone. Yes! Megan Martin matches history! Now Megan Martin's ready for another special run.
I think I could complete the whole thing, so that would be really awesome.
And later, at 52, he's the oldest qualifier. But Jon Stewart still has something to prove.
Tonight, I know I'm going to make it up it.
When American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior and the Denver City Finals. While we were away, 3 more athletes attacked the course. 22-year-old preacher Kyle Sinakori had big plans for the finals.
He'll throw that one tomorrow.
But his prayers weren't answered. Newcomer Alex Manikowski, a pro climber from Longmont, Colorado, made quick work of the first 3 obstacles, but missed the jump to the spikes and did a half gainer into the water. 23-year-old EMT Yancey Kazada from Montclair, New Jersey, was also solid on the first 3 obstacles, but sounded the alarms on the spikes into cargo, and his run ended up DOA.
Oh!
Just didn't have the momentum. Getting a hug from his son is our next competitor. He's a 34-year-old data research scientist out of Boulder, Colorado. It's Matt Wilder.
Climbing, for me, it's a family pursuit. I can do it with my wife. She loves climbing, and now we're bringing our son out.
Go, Papa, go!
It's the coolest thing to see him getting to the top of boulders.
Grab right here.
Having climbed for over 20 years now, I still love it, but it's not new to me. It's not fresh. And so when I go out there with my son, it's really cool to experience that and see him experiencing it for the first time.
I think he knows about it!
As a father, my goal is to give my son everything he needs to thrive and flourish. I want him to be a total ninja.
Go, Papa, go! Go, Papa, go!
There's his wife Sandy and his son Bass trying to pump Matthew up. His nickname is Dr. Climb because he's a rock climber with a PhD. We have multiple doctors out here tonight, MD and PhD. These guys are sound in body and in mind, Akbar.
In college, we used to call him student athletes. Here, he's just Dr. Climb.
Well, he's a climber. He's friends with Brian Arnold and Noah Kaufman. Good pedigree there. This guy, though, who just before qualifying cut his arm with a circular saw, had 18 stitches in it, but didn't stop him from completing the qualifying course. I gotta say, as hard as it is for these athletes on the course to maintain their focus, just as nervous for them are their loved ones on the sidelines. You look at Wilder's wife, Sandy, she's hanging on his every move. Looks like Wilder's having trouble building up momentum.
Matt, what's going on here? That's 5 swings.
Well,
that's
again,
not good. That's not good, Matt. That's 6. Matt, you can't. Oh,
but he does it.
Wow. Matt, he just used up a lot of grip strength swinging on the spikes. This is bad news. You know, he has the devil steps next, and the back half is almost all upper body.
I love you, Papa!
He's just on the 5th obstacle right now. Has to get through 10 to ensure his spot in Las Vegas. Here's where these rock climbers feel so comfortable. And a good pace here out of Dr. Climb. His 2-year-old son already training to be a ninja. Gotta be fun watching his dad excel here on this finals course.
You got this, Matt! Come on, try hard!
Explode up that thing, first try.
That wasn't easy what he just did there on the devil steps. That's extremely difficult.
That looks very good there on the warped wall. And there it is, playing to the crowd. The PhD is enjoying it. So great, so many of these guys, the PhD, you spend so much time isolated in a lab, working on research, rock climbing, very often a solitary pursuit or something done with 1 or 2 people at most. And here he is, competing in front of hundreds with millions watching at home, and he's enjoying it, Akbar.
And you don't think that's pressure? That's big-time pressure, and you better believe he feels it. He sees and feels the eyeballs on him right now.
He does it.
Now, to prove that you're great, you've got to get past number 8, the arm rings.
You see, having a little trouble getting that left ring up.
Yeah, see, it's all about momentum, using that swing.
There he is. Looks like he's going to try to get that right ring hooked down in the depression, but he can't do it. He is in trouble, Akbar. He is in bad shape now.
Oh, boy, he's in trouble.
Is he going to go for the dismount?
The minute he took...
Oh! He's trapped. I think a dismount is his only option, but can he get a big enough swing going?
Oh, boy, this is trouble here.
Come on! Come on, man! And we saw it on Spikes into Cargo. Had a lot of trouble building up momentum. He's got to use that same move here.
He's trying to go
Here he goes!
He's losing purchase, Matt. I told you.
This is it!
If you're going to be great, you got to do it!
Oh! He sticks it! He just barely stays out of the water!
Wow! That was impressive. You only wonder what he has left for the doorknob arch.
Well, he'll be the first guy to take on what could be the most difficult obstacle this season. We've seen it before in Vegas, but with only 4 knobs. Here we have 24 doorknobs. Dr. Climb, it is looking like every doorknob is...
Yeah, it's going to be Dr. Doom for Dr. Climb. This doesn't look good.
Look at her! She's offering energy, trying to reel him up, but he can't hold on!
Good. It's okay. He did great.
He went out on the doorknob arch, but I think it was the spikes into cargo and the arm rings that actually spelled his end.
Wilder used up a lot of strength on the arm rings, and even with some not so gentle prodding from his wife, he just couldn't hold on to the doorknobs.
Right now, let's go down to Jenn, who's standing by with Dr. Climb.
Can we talk about that save on the arm ring? Because that was unbelievable. I mean, did you think you were going to make it?
I really had no idea. I just got up there and the rings were way heavier than I thought they were going to be, and I couldn't push it up and over. I was tired. It was a last-ditch effort and just made it.
Baze, I hope you're happy watching Dad on the show today. Are you proud of your dad? Yeah, he's a little sad.
Are you a little sleepy too? Yeah.
Well, we love having you come out and compete, and hey, hopefully you went far enough, fast enough. We'll just have to wait and see to make it to Mount Midoriyama.
Cool, thank you so much, it was fun.
Coming up, he's 40 years old and only 5'2". But don't count out Carl Fantuzzo.
The finals favors the smaller, stronger guy, which I'm hoping gives me the advantage.
And later, the past 3 years, Drew Dreshel out. All season, the favorites have fallen. Brent Stephenson. Can Brian Arnold, the man who's gone farther than anyone else, avoid an early exit?
As usual, I'm nervous.
When American Ninja Warrior returns. Only 3 women have ever made it to the top of the warp wall. Casey Catanzaro, Michelle Warnke, and the woman now with Jenn Brown.
Thanks, Matt. I'm down here with Megan Martin. She's one of only 3 female competitors that has ever made it through our qualifying course. She did that here in Denver. So how does it feel to be a part of such an elite group of female athletes?
I'm really excited. I had the best possible result I could have had in the qualifying round, and I hope I can do it again in the final round.
Well, Casey Catanzaro, Michelle Warnke, the other 2 women that you joined in that elite group, traveled here to watch you compete tonight. What advice did they give you about competing in the finals?
They said just to relax and take every obstacle as it comes and have fun.
Have fun. That's good advice. Well, we hope you have fun. We have fun watching you. Good luck tonight on the finals course.
Thank you.
All right, Matt, back up to you.
Thanks, Jen. We'll see her run later tonight. But up first, a U.S. Coast Guard rescue swimmer from Sterling Heights, Michigan. It's 24-year-old Robin Peachman. He drops out of helicopters for a living and recently had his most stressful jump ever. He was on his day off.
My fiancée Ashley and I met skydiving.
This is Ashley, by the way.
And when it came time to propose, I knew I wanted to do it jumping out of an airplane. On the way up to altitude, I was more nervous than the first time I ever went skydiving. I knew I wasn't able to talk to Ashley because we were free falling out of an airplane. So I sewed up these sleeves that as I start unzipping them, it revealed a message, which said, "Ashley, I love you. Will you marry me?"
Did you read it okay?
Yeah.
After she read the message, Ashley nodded yes. So I grabbed the ring and I start putting it on her finger. She starts panicking and she tries to help me. As we finally get the ring on her finger, I rip the safety cord and open the parachutes. This course looks tough, but nothing can be as scary as proposing to my girlfriend while free falling at 14,000 feet.
That was the plan and it worked.
And there is his fiancée, Ashley. You know, if you're going to fall in love from 14,000 feet, it's good to have a parachute. Well, Peachman, an incredible athlete. The Coast Guard helicopter rescue swimmer program is absolutely brutal. The attrition rate unbelievably high. This is a guy now stationed in Michigan, has to go out into Lake Superior, absolutely frigid waters. This guy is tough.
Physically and mentally. Keeping calm in those rescue situations and freezing temperatures, that's a different kind of tough right there. One thing I can tell you about Robin Peachman, he trains hard. And look, either you're gonna train insane or remain the same.
Now the spikes into cargo. This has taken out 3 competitors so far. Like a good job using that body to build up the momentum. Good swing there out of Peachman.
Nice. Take note, ninjas. That's how you do that transition.
He's looking right at home on this cargo net. He's keeping his feet up and not getting close to that water. Rescue swimmers are an elite group. There are only about 300 of them in the entire Coast Guard. The training is just brutal. Obviously, swimmers, tremendous back strength, but what kind of forearm grip strength will he have?
Well, I love the fact that he's using the vice grip. That's a more secure grip there.
This transition, though, so difficult for so many in qualifying, but Peachman makes it.
Oh, there it is.
Amazing. Peachman threw it.
Right now, Robin Peachman looking very strong.
Right up the warp wall. Rescue swimmers are tested once a month to make sure they're in top physical condition. But for Peachman, a new test starts now. Last year in the Baltimore finals, the salmon ladder is where he went out. And believe me, that is on the forefront of his mind.
You can't let the salmon ladder bully you. It's an oldie but a goodie. Keep your L's and keep it pushing. That's what I'm talking about. Just a couple more to go there, Peachman.
Finding a good rhythm, but the bar's uneven.
Stay calm. In the midst of adversity, stay calm.
He moves on to the arm rings. Only the second athlete to make it this far. Peachman getting it up on that left side. And over that first hump.
Yeah, that first hump to the left side is the key there. Then that second one, you just got to get it over.
Great use of that side-to-side momentum. And Robin Peachman turning in a very strong run.
Peachman really getting the left and the right side, really cooperating with each other. Now, the doorknob arch.
This obstacle is going to be a killer tonight. 24 knobs, and they turn, so it's hard to get a grip. A real upper body test.
This isn't recess. This isn't a play break. This is the real deal.
Peachman's got a good rhythm going, but you know those arms are starting to burn.
You talk about the power of visualization. You got to visualize you're getting ready to say somebody on the other end of the arch.
Look at those fingers! You could just see them giving out, and Peachman makes it about halfway through the doorknob arch, but ends up in the water. Robin Peachman out on the doorknob arch.
Look at it again. His arms are just fatigued, and he can't maintain a grip. I'll tell you right now, this doorknob arch is going to be a tough obstacle tonight.
I was tired. Bummer.
Coming up, he's already the cool dad in the neighborhood.
My street cred is probably off the charts now that I've been on American Ninja Warrior.
Now Carl Fantuzzo wants to earn a ticket to Vegas. Plus, Megan Martin has many talents. She can rock climb, she can pole vault.
I like to shop too, but what girl doesn't?
Now see her run the finals course when American Ninja Warrior returns. Want to compete on Season 7 of American Ninja Warrior? Go to NBC.com/casting. While we were away, a few more athletes took to the course. Sporting a villain's mustache and looking like he just tied a woman to the train tracks, Josh Newhouse, a 26-year-old bartender from Wilmington, Massachusetts, brought along a band of mustachioed supporters who stirred up excitement from the sidelines. But the power of the mustache proved to be of little help on the spikes into cargo, where he missed the grab and was served up some cold water. 29-year-old Keith Peters from Houston, Texas, sailed through the first 6 obstacles. He even managed to flash a smile at the top of the Devil Steps. But the graphics designer met his match when he missed the third rung on the salmon ladder.
Guess I still need some more work.
Walk-on competitor, 33-year-old Justin Kidd only had one stumble on his first attempt up the warp wall.
Look at that.
He swam up the salmon ladder,
But
the hardware engineer from Waldorf, Maryland was grounded when he failed to hang on to the doorknobs. Oh, no! On the course right now, it's Carson Boyles. You may remember him from his qualifying run. He built a massive course in the backyard of his home in West Haven, Utah, and his wife was none too happy about it. Right now, he's moving through the devil steps. He does have devil steps on his course. Looks like it paid off right there. His wife, Cammie, looking happy about it now. And right up it goes Carson Boyles. There it is. There's four more, buddy. Keep going.
Keep going. All right.
Carson Boyles definitely loose, having some fun out there. This is the guy, he came from nothing. He's built his own company. He's got a wife, he's got a kid. He's got his priorities in order. I think he's out here, he knows he's having a great time. He's enjoying the moment, Akbar. Built a salmon ladder in his backyard. Looks like it's paying off.
It looks like he has a salmon ladder, but I can tell you one thing he doesn't have in his backyard, and that's the arm rings.
Right over that first hump. I gotta say, wow! By far the fastest we've seen anyone making it through the arm rings. And again, surprising, this is the guy without any climbing background, and he looked like a pro. Nobody's gotten through that as fast as Carson Boyles.
That is simply impressive. This is what success looks like when you invest the time. He not only invests into other companies, he invests into his own product, which is himself.
This is it, the doorknob arch. Either you have the technique or you don't. But I like it. Carson Boyles taking a rapid approach.
Move. Keep it moving. There are 24 doorknobs here. This obstacle has taken down everyone that has faced it so far.
His arms have to be burning, but he's getting close to the end.
Oh!
Running out of steam, and just like that, Carson Boyles goes out on the doorknob arch.
Well, each of those doorknobs turned, making it harder to grip. No one's figured out this obstacle yet. This could be another Cannonball Alley.
I thought I had it, but not quite.
Making his way to the starting block right now is 40-year-old liquor store owner Carl Fantuzzo Jr. from Rochester, New York. He's known around the neighborhood as the cool dad, but he began as a young dad.
At 19 years old, I found out that I was going to be a father. And my girlfriend, now wife, was pregnant. I decided I was going to do whatever it took to give them the best life they could possibly have. 20 years later, I'm still with the same woman, and I have two great boys.
My dad is gonna be the first American Ninja Warrior.
Being a young father, I think, has really helped me connect with my kids. I'm still young at heart. I'm still able to get on the volleyball court and play volleyball with them.
There's definitely not a cooler dad out there. Me and my dad are great friends. Everybody knows that he's the man.
That commitment I made at 19 years old to be the best father has paid off tenfold now.
Of course, the family's here from Rochester, including his dad, Carl Sr. 5'2", he's one of our smaller competitors, so even obstacles like the quintuple steps, a little more of a challenge.
Yeah, but you know they're not going to stop Carl Fantuzzo.
But I gotta say, when we saw what this guy could do in his submission video, this guy is shredded. Every ounce of that 5'2", 128-pound frame is muscle.
Well, he actually trains while working at the liquor store, lifting kegs and cases of beer. Ooh, he looked really good on the spinning log. The spikes into cargo net will be challenging for Carl Fantuzzo, especially,
And at 5'2", maybe the height was a factor. Can't even make the leap again. Those spikes have been shifted out farther than they were in qualifying, and we saw it impact Carl right there.
At 5'2", there's very little margin for error. He didn't get a good jump and didn't go at the spikes head on. He managed to touch them, but never had a solid grip.
I didn't get a good spring off the trampoline. He couldn't grab it. Disappointing. Coming up, he's the oldest competitor with the enthusiasm of a kid.
Once I start, it's like, bam, watch out. When I get to the top, I'm gonna freak out.
But does this 52-year-old stand a chance on this finals course? Plus, this talented athlete didn't grow up playing sports.
I was a concert pianist. I played piano since I was like 5 years old.
Can a piano prodigy join the Ninja Elite? And later, last season, Brian Arnold almost won it all. This season, he's worried.
It's a little nerve-wracking. It looks a lot harder than previous years.
When American Ninja Warrior returns. While we were away, 2 more competitors took to the course. American Ninja Warrior rookie Phil Gavigan from Windsor, New York, successfully made the jump to the spikes. But the 22-year-old personal trainer couldn't get a big enough swing to get him anywhere near the cargo net. Oh! And from Bloomington, Minnesota, 23-year-old parkour instructor Daniel Larson-Fine killed it on the Quint steps. Landed a huge jump from halfway on the arm rings. Oh, and he does it! But became another victim of the doorknob arch when his grip finally gave way. He's the 5th competitor to reach the doorknob arch, and all have failed. Stepping up to the starting line right now is the oldest competitor we'll see tonight, 52-year-old John Stewart. He's a construction superintendent from Washington, Utah, with 5 kids. Now, just getting to the finals is a great achievement for someone his age, but if he wants to get to Vegas, he'll have to get past an obstacle he's never been able to conquer.
Now, last year, I made it all the way to the warp wall.
Oh!
Gave it all I got, but I just couldn't do it, so it was really heartbreaking.
Come on, do it for the Big 50 Club.
Well, this year in the qualifying round, I felt strong. I felt really good.
Oh!
I gave it everything I have.
Oh! Just comes up short.
Last I made that 3rd attempt up that warped wall.
There it is! Oh! So close!
I thought I could get it, but my legs just, they didn't have it. At 52, I have to be honest with myself. I feel good, but you never know. This could be my last time competing on American Ninja Warrior. I haven't told anyone this, but it's my dream to be the oldest person to finish the finals course. And the only thing standing in my way, in my opinion, is that warped wall. I got to get up that wall. Tonight's gonna be the night. I know I'm gonna make it up.
2 of John Stewart's daughters, Brittany and Julia, on hand to cheer on their father's run at redemption. John Stewart on the course, just amazing. Of course, you think of Grandpa Ninja at 53, being the oldest finalist. John Stewart not far behind at 52.
This is a new age of the 50 class.
Hard impact there on the cat grab. This is a father of 5 kids, ages 31, 29, 28, 26, and 5.
That's what keeps him young, having a 5-year-old.
And nice agility there out of the 52-year-old.
Oh, barely made that leap.
That looked like that was at the edge of his jump. Great forearm strength to hold on to that cargo net.
John Stewart right now is putting on a show.
And he's got his daughters on the sidelines cheering him on. Have to be so impressed with their dad. But this is a guy, he has done obstacle courses in the past. He did the Spartan Beast race where he finished 2nd. Did American Ninja Warrior last year, but actually tore his calf muscle on the quintuple steps. Gutted through it. But this year is the best he's ever done, and he's turning in a strong performance for any age. Nice job on the transition. Look at that descent.
I want to see John Stewart's birth certificate. I'm not a believer that he's 52 years old.
Now the moment of truth. Can 52-year-old John Stewart get up that warped wall?
Oh,
leaning back, but perhaps a bit much. Just seemed to lose his momentum on that run-up. Couldn't get over the wall last year either, and you know he wants this so badly.
Oh, that's a good speed. Oh!
A decent run, but a pretty hard fall. Slides down, and a look of frustration. He knows he's close, and yet so far away. Well, his finals run comes down to this, the final attempt on the warp wall for 52-year-old Jon Stewart.
There it is!
He's done it!
Yes!
And there's the celebration. The second oldest man ever to make it up the warp wall, Jon Stewart.
You kissed that wall, Jon Stewart.
And you know what? I love it.
You kissed that wall.
Look at that. This is impressive. The year continues, so many historical moments here, and that's another great moment watching Jon Stewart get up that warp wall.
That's all good, Matt, but right now he needs to get through this back half of the course, which no one's been able to do tonight. That's it.
Good pace here. Look at that. And Stewart right up the salmon ladder.
There's nothing that's going to stop Jon Stewart right now. He is possessed right now. Look at him.
This is the farthest anyone of his age has ever made it, but he looks hung up on these arm rings again.
It's hard not to look ahead to the doorknob arch, but first, Jon Stewart needs to get through these arm rings.
I like it, trying to use the momentum to get that ring up, but really stuck.
Yeah, that left arm, he's got to ride it right on the swing. He can't will it up, he's got to swing it up.
You really can't rely on the upper body strength. You have to use that momentum. Particularly at 52 years old, he's hung up but not giving up. He is fighting for every inch.
Now, this is where you got to dig deep. Your daughters are just to the left of you. You've got to dig deep and find that daddy power.
I don't think he's giving up. Maybe he's going to go for the dismount here. Look at this, Akbar, building up momentum.
Smart. That's
go
smart.
for it, John.
That's it.
Yes!
Oh.
Yes! He gets through it. Unbelievable.
I'll tell you this, Matt. Tough times don't last, but tough people do.
52 years old. Nobody that age has ever faced the 9th obstacle in a finals course. And in this case, it's one that nobody has gotten past. 5 competitors have been here, and they're all about half of Jon Stewart's age. Not one of them has made it through.
He's got a different type of grip for the left arm to the right arm. I like what he's doing here.
Look at that determination on his face. And he is on the descent
Look
here.
at that. Then now the descent is very tricky now.
Are you kidding me?
How do you manage your body here on the descent?
The grip's given out. He's having to figure out new ways to hold on to those doorknobs.
Change your grips. Change your grip.
A few feet away, and he is not giving up. Unbelievable. He's done it. Jon Stewart, 30 feet away from completing the extended course. 30 feet away from punching his ticket to Las Vegas. The oldest man ever to make it this far on a finals course. This has been a year of firsts, Akbar.
We are watching history unfold. He's gone farther tonight than competitors half his age.
And he's up, but Akbar, looking like he's having difficulty with traction. He's already slipping, but there is no quit in this man.
Clearly, quit is not in Jon Stewart's vocabulary.
This is the first competitor over 50 we've ever seen make it to this stage of a finals course. Does he have anything left after those 9 previous obstacles?
You don't come this far and give up. First Casey Catanzaro, now Jon Stewart. Are you kidding me?
And the firsts continue. Jon Stewart at 52 years old is going to be our first finisher in the Denver City Finals. And he is going to Las Vegas. What a run. He has completed perhaps the most difficult finals course we've ever had at American Ninja Warrior.
Thank you, American Ninja Warrior.
Look at it again. He's the first man over 50 to make it up the warped wall in the finals, cleared a 12-foot gap on the arm rings, and made it up the spider climb, and he's going to Vegas.
Right now, let's go to Jenn, who's standing by with Jon Stewart.
John, I mean, I am speechless with that run. It was amazing. Let's talk about the warp wall, finally. After 2 seasons, you make it up the warp wall, you conquer it. What did that moment feel like to stand up there knowing you had done that?
All your life, you hope to do something like that. I finally did it. It was just awesome.
Well, it was awesome. And you know what else is awesome? At 52 years old, you are the oldest competitor in the history of our show to make it through our finals course. You are going to Mount Midoriyama.
Thank you. That's another dream come true. I can't wait.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Matt Akbar, back up to you.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So Jon Stewart jumps to the top of our leaderboard as the first finisher. Only the top 15, those who finish or get the farthest the fastest, will move on to Las Vegas. But many of our top runners are still to come, including the electrifying Lauren Ball, who's warming up in his own unique style right now. He was the fastest in qualifying, and you know he'll put on a show when he runs later tonight. Also ahead, the Cowboy Ninja has a new job, but being a daddy isn't slowing him down.
It's been fun, you know, watching her progress. It's exciting.
Plus, only one woman has ever finished the finals course. Tonight, Megan Martin plans to make it too.
I think that I have a good chance to complete the course. I think I can do it.
And later, he quit his job to try to win this competition. Now the pressure may be getting to Brian Arnold.
I'm just trying to relax, keep it together, and not just get out of breath.
When American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. We're at the midway point of the Denver City Finals. I don't know that any of these athletes have any excuses after watching the history-making run of Jon Stewart, who at 52 became the oldest athlete ever to complete the extended course.
Matt, I just turned 35, and I can tell you, I'm already starting to notice a little bit of change when I hit the gym. Physically, I'm just not the same I was a few years ago. And Jon Stewart, he has 17 years on me.
Let's put into perspective what he did at his age. Jon Stewart at 52 is older than Wilford Brimley was in the movie Cocoon. Brimley was just 49. Stewart's older than Rue McClanahan was when she started as Blanche on the Golden Girls.
Child, please, Matt.
And here's the kicker. Jon Stewart is older than Abraham Lincoln when Lincoln was elected president. Imagine any of them taking on this course.
You think Abe Lincoln would wear a stovepipe hat on the course like my man Lance Pekus?
Well, there he is, heading to the starting line right now. Everyone's favorite Cowboy Ninja from Salmon, Idaho. This is Lance Pekus. He's known for running with his shirt off, but lately he's been wearing a new piece of apparel.
Being a dad, it's been great. You know, I kind of pack her around with me. I got a little backpack, and she's going around and show her everything I'm doing around the ranch. She loves animals already, so I get to show her a lot of animals. It's been fun watching her progress.
Say hi, Gracie.
Just being able to start walking and crawling is exciting.
Lance's wife and baby are at home, I'm sure glued to the TV. Let's see what he can do to make them proud. And Pekus flying through the quintuple steps. I'm amazed his hat stayed on through that, Akbar.
You know what, Lance and I, we've got this thing going. I don't know how he competes with his hat on, but I'm telling you, it's impressive. I'd say keep your hat off. Just go. Whoa!
His third year competing at Ninja Warrior, and there he takes the hat off.
I think Lance heard me.
Well, he's confident, but at the same time, doesn't want that hat getting wet, just in case.
Yeah, that looks like a nice, expensive hat there.
You know, the other thing is, it's important to have that hat off, maximize your peripheral vision on that jump, Akbar.
Yeah, you only get one shot at this. You don't want your hat to get in the way. Oh, Lance looking a little...
Looks like he's just having trouble finding the rhythm. There it is. This is a guy 5'7", 160, tremendously muscled.
Yeah, you can see that's all muscles. You can see his vertebrae.
He is country strong. He's a farmer, gets up early every morning, working hard out on the ranch. He turned his father-in-law's barn into his American Ninja Warrior training ground. That is family love. Look at him, arm over arm.
Look at that.
Pincus not a climber, but that country strength serving him well, Akbar.
Look, if you don't have rocks outside to go climb up, you can move hay inside of the barn and look like Lance Pincus and move like Lance Pincus.
Does have a warp wall to practice on back at the ranch. I like that. He's got the farmer's tan going too. This is probably the only time this guy has his shirt off. Right up onto the salmon ladder.
Ooh, all the muscles calming the body.
Has a salmon ladder in his father-in-law's barn. Experience serves him well. Those arms extending a bit though, Akbar.
Oh.
Having a little trouble with that transition. I think that means those arms are getting fatigued.
Well, this is 20 feet you have to trail down on the arm rings.
There it is.
Oh!
On one hand now.
Well, we've seen this before. Get a little swing here. That's about 12 feet right there. But remember, Lance Pincus, not right.
Having trouble lining up that body. He's going side to side, not aiming at the landing platform.
Oh!
Pincus loses it.
Wow.
Shockingly, Lance Pincus just goes out on the arm ring.
Well, first his arms got too far apart, so he had to drop down to just one ring. He tried to get a swing going, but his arms were too tired at that point.
He's standing by with Jenn Brown right now.
Thanks, guys. Lance, I see the disappointment on your face. What are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm disappointed for sure. I expected myself to do better.
What happened on the arms? It looks like you just slipped out. It wasn't that you chose to go to one grip.
I got my right arm too far forward in the notches, and my left arm was too far back, and I just slipped off. Couldn't recover from there.
All right, thanks, Lance. Matt, back up to you.
Well, Lance made it far enough that he could still move on to Vegas if he can stay in the top 15. Coming up, Isaac Caldiero has kicked it up a notch. One of America's top rock climbers is ready to make a serious run at winning this whole competition. Plus, Yen Chen's an unlikely ninja star, an amazing athlete and a piano prodigy.
You know, you got to make the most of your time.
And later, her last run was electrifying. Yes! She's done it! Tonight, Megan Martin wants to do even more when American Ninja Warrior returns. That music you just heard was performed by our next competitor, 29-year-old Yen Chen, former child prodigy who currently works as an advertising executive in Encino, California, and he learned the meaning of hard work from an early age.
I started playing piano when I was 5 years old. A lot of times it came with a lot of sacrifices. I had to stay at home while all my friends were outside playing, doing sports. You know, I was really jealous of them. But when I realized that I actually had a talent for it and it was actually enjoyable, I was going to these performance competitions and actually ranking pretty well. This is my third season of American Ninja Warrior. As a child prodigy, I realized that practice makes perfect. And this year, I've practiced a ton, so when I tackle the course, it will be perfect.
His girlfriend Jeannie in the crowd watching anxiously. She knows how much American Ninja Warrior means to Yen. Yen Chen competed in each of the past 2 years, made it to the finals last season, but could not make it to Mount Midoriyama. Feels this is his year.
This is a small guy, just 125 pounds, and very agile.
You got this. Come on, Yen. You got this, bro.
Wow, had to stumble there in qualifying, but made it look easy.
Take your time. You got this, Yen.
This is a guy who's performed in front of crowds, knows how to keep calm in the spotlight.
Ooh, that was close.
Looked like he was on the descent there, but managed to hold on. You saw that head shake. He knows that was close, Akbar.
For the basketball players at home, you need a little bit of hang time to make that transition.
5'6", 125, taking a couple extra swings here, but makes that transition.
I love the fact that he built up really good momentum, so that transition to the cargo net seemed a little easy.
Looking very calm, no panic at all as he finishes up the cargo net. Well, this is a guy who took up rock climbing in order to overcome a fear of heights. Now that rock climbing has got him here in the finals of American Ninja Warrior. Only 125 pounds, can do one finger or one arm pull-ups.
Well, that's a great example of the strength to weight ratio. It's the lean competitors who have an advantage, particularly on the upper body obstacles. I love the fact that Chen centers himself before each and every obstacle. That means he's staying in the moment. He's not getting ahead of himself.
And right up. Again, we can't overemphasize the importance of the mental approach. Like you always talk about, Akbar, having a plan, staying within yourself, and really avoiding those mental mistakes. Has a lot of experience on the salmon ladder. Well, these are two obstacles, but really they function as one.
Look at
right
the
up
speed.
it.
Look at the speed there.
5'6" Chen doesn't have quite the wingspan, and that could come into play here on the arm rings.
Okay, it's 20 feet across to the other side. We've seen several competitors get hung up about halfway through.
You can see him trying to position that right ring forward, but having trouble getting over that first hump.
There it is.
But this second hump even higher, trying to build up the momentum, Akbar.
He just needs to bounce up on that left side like that.
Impressive for the 5'6" Chen. Not too smooth, but at least he didn't have to make that risky dismount leap like some of the others. But now he's rewarded with the doorknob arch. Well, I'll tell you one thing that stands out to me here in Denver versus last week in Miami. We saw so many of the guys in Miami so capable of going so fast, but in Denver, this course is prompting these competitors to take their time, worry about surviving each obstacle. Time really is not a factor for them.
Well, he may want to go a little faster. There are 24 doorknobs on this obstacle, and they will wear you down.
And you can see right there, look at the claw grip, but you can see those doorknobs moving. That is so taxing.
I mean, he doesn't even look frustrated. He's not showing any sign of pain, fatigue. I can't tell that the man even has lactic acid in his body.
125 pounds. He's looking at the dismount, though. I think he's starting to feel it now, Akbar. Unbelievable! And we talked about it. Fatigue a factor, but I think that was a mental mistake. Running out of energy, decides to go for the dismount, ends up wet.
Look how close he was to the landing platform. Looks like he could easily jump to it, but his hand slipped off the doorknob and he went straight down.
I can tell you're disappointed, I know. You opted to go for it there on the doorknob arch. Was it just that your grip was giving out?
I was entirely pumped out. I had nothing left. I knew I had to somehow try to get the swing, but it was just too far.
Still, hopefully you went far enough, fast enough maybe to make it to Mount Midoriyama, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Thank you very much.
Jenn, Matt, back up to you.
Coming up, he was the fastest in qualifying. But on this course, speed comes with a risk.
I like to go all out. If you hesitate, you're going to be one of those people in the water.
Plus, she's the last woman left with a shot at Vegas. Megan Martin's run at history is now just minutes away on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. While we were away, 3 of our athletes took their shot at the course. From Springville, Utah, 30-year-old jeweler Jared Higginson tripped a little on the spinning log.
Gotta get your feet over.
But made it across, only to splash down on the spikes into cargo. From Columbus, Ohio, 26-year-old neuroscience PhD student David Bortz made the devil steps in the salmon ladder look like no-brainers. but his synapses failed to fire on the arm rings and his grip gave way.
Oh, no!
And a hard impact, and 33-year-old vampire Professor Joel Brady donned his signature vest and khakis and exorcised his demons by sprinting to the top of the warped wall. But his blood was pumping on the doorknob arch, and he was finally laid to rest in the water below. The doorknob arch proving to be one of the most brutal obstacles this season. On the starting platform now, a 24-year-old professional rock climber from Fort Collins, Colorado, Ian Dory. Ian is a modern-day Walton, living with 3 generations of family on the same farm.
Living with a multi-generational family is not the norm in the U.S., but I think it has its advantages. I get to learn so much from my grandparents and my dad.
Our intent with the farm was to teach a good work ethic and, to get out and suffer when you don't want to do it. And a lot of good life lessons are learned in situations like that.
Living here, it's really going to help with raising our first child.
I'm in my 6th month of pregnancy, so we're really excited. We're expecting a boy.
I want to pass on the values and things that I do in my life to my child. We're outside, we can play, we have our imagination, and then at the same time learn about work ethic and how to achieve goals and how to stay focused, and that really shaped who I am today.
Well, his pregnant wife is watching from home, but his parents, sister, and brother are all here to see him in the finals. Ian Dory on the course. Even with this field of incredibly strong rock climbers, we're not seeing the kind of success we anticipated. Maybe Dory can turn the tide. This is the guy who's climbed V16. Those are among the most difficult climbs in the world, and this is one of the few people on the planet who can do them.
Well, this might be a V17 because this course seems like it's next to impossible. Only one finisher to this point.
Good balance there. Well, his wife is expecting. He's also a student in economics at the University of Colorado, and I think we don't need to explain to him how big $500,000 really is.
Oh, that's a lot of diapers. Oh,
and
that's
a good leap
jump.
there. Kind of a short run, but good jump off the trampoline, and I like it, building up that body momentum.
Yeah, keep a count on the amount of swings here, because the longer he swings, the more difficult the devil steps is going to be.
Absolutely, and you got to know, I think these rock climbers probably know they have upper body strength in reserve, but of course, when you get to that 9th obstacle, the doorknob arch, you may regret any second extra spent on an obstacle, particularly the spikes into cargo.
I love it. I love this for Ian Dory. This is his stadium. You see his name written across his head. No different than a football player with the name written across the back of his jersey. This is his opportunity to shine in front of a big crowd.
Well, and in that case, his support crew, it's like they're wearing his jersey. They've got the similar bandanas with Dory's name emblazoned across the front. Look at that vice grip. I will say this is what I saw in qualifying too, though. Ian had a very deliberate pace, didn't race up and down the devil steps.
This is what I call controlled madness right here.
Absolutely.
You don't let the fatigue get the best of you. You control the fatigue.
You can see a very calm approach. If you look at the remaining obstacles, all 4 on the extended part of the course, I think have set up very well for rock climbers. This, though, is no problem for him. Wow, that was a great run.
It looked like he was going to keep running up the wall.
And Ian Dory, look at this, calling out to the crowd for more. Now the salmon ladder. He's a rookie here, never competed on one of these.
Now look at the way Dory, even as a rookie, calming his body immediately. You cannot extend that arm. You can see it still keeping those L's, that 90-degree bend. That's what allows you to use that core muscle to generate the power up.
Even for a climber, though, taking this much time on the salmon ladder could spell trouble later on.
But he's done that. That's been his MO. His
Absolutely.
MO is to be slow and methodical.
Well, again, the amount of upper body strength that he is displaying right now, the calmness with which he is going through the incredibly difficult obstacles is impressive.
Yeah, and that's the key there too, Matt.
Wow.
It's the calmness that he possesses. Not everybody possesses that type of calm.
Right now, though, he could be in a little trouble. Look at this. That is not good technique. He is just brute forcing his way through the obstacle and surviving.
It doesn't matter how you do it, you just got to get through. It's called paying the bills.
Now he's made it to the 9th obstacle, the doorknob arch. This is one of the most challenging, most taxing courses I have ever seen at American Ninja Warrior.
We come up with some of the craziest obstacles, and the doorknob arch is one of them. 24 doorknobs. And remember, those doorknobs, they turn, just like the ones at home.
John Stewart, the only competitor to make it past this obstacle all night. And you can see him, though, going with that claw grip, trying to minimize the impact of the rotation of the doorknobs. And now he seems to be hitting his rhythm, Akbar.
This is where you kind of have to modify your grip here, because on the downturn here of the arch, it can be very challenging.
Changing it up. Is he going to go for the dismount?
Change it.
This is getting awkward, as I said. Not pretty, but he's through. Wow, Ian Dory.
That's great. That's great.
Shaking out those forearms. This is the hardest course of the season, and 24-year-old rookie Ian Dory, only the second person to make it to the final obstacle, the spider climb. After all those upper body heavy obstacles, this is not a foregone conclusion. So much of this is good technique. One slip and it can end. But Ian Dory is looking fairly well locked in, Akbar.
Yeah, he is. Using everything, using the lower body, squeezing in between.
Look at the mobility of those ankles. Those feet are almost flat on the
I don't even know
wall.
how he did. I didn't even know the ankle could move like that.
Well, just needs to hit the buzzer. And Ian Dory is going to Mount Midoriyama.
He was gassed at the end, but I'm telling you, he strategized, he improvised. You know, you can't spell Mount Midoriyama without Dory, and that's where he's headed.
Right now, Ian Dory standing by with Jenn Brown.
Ian, congratulations. Hey, I gotta say, the look on your face at the top of the spider climb, you look exhausted.
It was amazingly hard, yeah. I was pumped. Could barely open my hands at the top.
You have made it to Mount Midoriyama. Congratulations, your family's there. Go celebrate. Great job, Ian. Matt?
So Ian Dory, just the second finisher we've had so far, and he jumps to the top of our leaderboard. Remember, only 15 will move on to Vegas. Those who finish or get the farthest, the fastest. There are only 7 more runners to go, including the always entertaining Lauren Ball. And the fastest man from qualifying will be the final runner of the night. Coming up, Flip Rodriguez hits the water on the jump hang. This season, some of the very best competitors have gone home early.
No, not the Doko.
Oh, can Brian Arnold avoid the curse and get back to Vegas?
What's so difficult is I have to get there again.
And up next, one of the world's top rock climbers is taking a big step to win this competition when American Ninja Warrior returns. Want to compete on Season 7 of American Ninja Warrior? Go to NBC.com/casting to learn how to apply. Here in Denver, 3 more athletes took their shot at the finals course. 27-year-old engineer and ninja veteran Paul Casimir from Longmont, Colorado, bounded through the first part of the course. He made it through the doorknob arch, but not without gouging his chest. He finished with a primal scream and proudly showed off his battle scar. 29-year-old therapist Dan Entmacher navigated highs and lows on the arm rings. And he's through it. But the rock climber from Boulder, Colorado just missed the pad at the end of the doorknob arch. Unbelievable! And veteran rock climber, 39-year-old ninja doc Noah Kaufman took on the course in style with his skin-tight gold lame suit. He did a little showboating.
He's not a doctor, he's a rock star.
But had to scream his way through the doorknob arch and the spider climb, punctuating his run with the karate chop. Well, the ER doc found the prescription for success. We're starting to see a lot more finishers now that our top veterans are taking on the course. And here's another one. He's a 33-year-old professional rock climber out of Salt Lake City, Utah. It's Isaac Caldiero. And in a field of elite rock climbers, this guy may be the best. He not only climbs the toughest rocks in the world, he climbs them first. He blazes the trail that all the other climbers follow. His girlfriend Laura Casano went out in qualifying, but she is not gonna miss Isaac's run. I was talking to Brian Arnold, the man who's made it farther in Mount Midoriyama than any other, and he said if I had to pick somebody who was gonna make it all the way, the man who's gonna be the first American Ninja Warrior, Brian said, I wouldn't pick myself, I'd pick Isaac Caldiero.
Matt, there may be 3 or 4 of these rock climbers from Denver that make it to stage 4 in Vegas this year.
Caldiero, a world-class rock climber, travels around in his RV with his girlfriend Laura Casano, a strong performer in her own right, made it to the 4th obstacle during qualifying. This guy, who doesn't just tackle tough climbs, he actually defines them. He goes where no one has gone before. He lays the path.
He's really soaking this in. You don't get a lot of crowds climbing boulders.
But this is the obstacle where he should feel right at home.
You got to believe that you're the world's greatest.
Look at that, arm over arm. Wow. I can see why Arnold, look at that, he's skipping steps.
I call that peanut butter jelly. Look at that, Skippy, Mr. Skippy, skipping steps.
Look at that, what an easy loping gait. Oh!
Man, I know you saw what I saw. He pulled himself up with one hand. I mean, that was impressive right there.
5'10", 165, incredibly strong, great endurance. Right up on the salmon ladder. But we've seen a lot of competitors make a simple mistake on the salmon ladder, but Caldiero looks locked in.
Oh, nice and tight, keeping them L's. He came off the bus ready to rumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Isaac Caldiero is a beast.
Look at him just gliding through the arm rings. How easy he went over that second hump. Been a pro climber for 13 years, one of the best in the world. Now, he faces the doorknob arch.
A little shake in those forearms, but now he's not wasting any time. Isaac is like a superhero out here. He's just finished some of the toughest upper body obstacles we've ever had, and he's not slowing down.
Look at that! He is reaching out now. He's skipping doorknobs with that right hand.
Knock, knock, who's there? It's Isaac Caldiero, and he means
wow! I can see why Brian, look at that! Talk about the swag, he's feeling it!
Oh, man.
Well, he's up.
Yeah, look at this.
And you can see the climbers have that great flexibility in the ankles and hips, able to lock in, get as much of that shoe on there, and right up it. And Caldiero lays down the fastest time of the night so far with the time of 5 minutes, 48 seconds.
You could see his climbing skills pay off on this course. First he skips steps, and then he skips doorknobs. That's a lot more difficult than he made it look.
And Isaac's working his way down to Jenn.
Isaac, congratulations. Getting a big cheer from everybody. A little kiss from Laura. You crushed
Thank you.
our course tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, you took the devil steps 2 at a time, one arm pull up the warp wall. I mean, how did it feel out there?
Well, I kind of felt like a caged animal needed to unleash, and I did it right up to the course, so worked
That
out
you
perfect.
did. And in the doorknob arch, you at the end, just hanging out, showing you had that grip strength. Does that just show how strong rock climbers really are and how well they do on the course?
Yeah, I mean, this course, it's like a perfect showcase for us to like utilize our talent and to express our strengths.
Great job out there tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right, Matt, back to you.
Well, you can feel the excitement in this crowd. They know what's about to happen. It's Megan Martin. She's only the 3rd woman ever to make it up the warp wall, and now she's going to go for history on this finals course. Can she do it? Her run up next on American Ninja Warrior.
What? shut the front door.
She's about to do the impossible for a second time. Oh my goodness! Casey Catanzaro has done it! Well, that was Casey Catanzaro 3 weeks ago. Casey became the first woman ever to complete the finals course. Michelle Warnke made it all the way to the salmon ladder. Both of them here tonight to cheer for that woman, Megan Martin, who hopes to make the same magic as Casey by finishing the finals course tonight. We used to think it was impossible for a woman to complete it. Casey shattered that myth. Now with Megan's unique athletic background, she might do it too.
I've always had upper body strength because I started gymnastics when I was around 3 years old, so like a pull-up has never been a problem. And then I stopped when I started high school and started pole vaulting, which I did in college. I went to Vanderbilt University. I had both the indoor and the outdoor record. I think pole vaulting is really good for your shoulders and your legs and your core. When I graduated college in 2012, I started climbing. I think that what differentiates me from most of the other female climbers is I'm pretty powerful. A lot of the girls are really strong, but I definitely rely on my raw power to get me up things sometimes, and I think that it's something that you either have or you don't.
You got this, come on! You got this, Megan!
I love it. We've got Casey Catanzaro and Michelle Warnke came out to support their fellow woman, Megan Martin.
One thing at a time!
Talk about good company. I mean, this right now, we're looking at the dream team of women.
And we see such diverse backgrounds. Casey, of course, the gymnast, barely 100 pounds. Warnke, a strong gym background. Martin, the rock climber. And when you look at her shoulders, you can just see the strength this woman has.
She's got the athleticism. She's got the upper body strength. She's built for American Ninja Warrior, that's for sure. She actually had a scholarship to Vanderbilt in the pole vault, so we know she's got great core strength, great body control. But the agility will be tested here. And she's through it. But now women traditionally have had a lot of difficulty on the mini trampoline. And keep in mind, those spikes have been pushed out. She's gonna need an even bigger jump than she had in qualifying. Well, yeah, this is gonna be all about explosion. It's timing and explosion on the mini tramp. She's a gymnast. She knows all about trampoline. 135 pounds. Let's see what kind of push she can get. Oh! Unbelievable. The spikes into cargo net, claims another. Megan Martin goes out, just didn't have enough off that trampoline. Here's the deal. Megan jumped out, but not up. Her body was well below the spikes, and even though she got her hands on them, she never really had a chance to get a grip.
Megan getting a hug from her fellow female competitors there. Gosh, it looked like you had both your hands there on the spikes. What happened?
I was just really low. They moved it farther out, so it was a little farther. Actually, a lot farther. But, I mean, I should have grabbed it.
Well, you, along with these two other ladies, are a true inspiration to all the women at home there. So I hope we'll see you back again next year, and thanks for coming out and competing.
Thank you.
All right, Matt Akbar, back up to you.
Thanks, Jen. Up next, he's the reigning king of American Ninja Warrior and the second to last runner tonight. He's gone farther at Mount Midoriyama than anyone else. It's Brian Arnold. And if he looks nervous, it's because he is. He quit his job this year to train, and he has put a lot of pressure on himself, not just to go far, but to go all the way.
Last year, it was a spectacular moment. The competitors lifted me up on their shoulders, and I would love to have another moment like that this year. But I want that moment to be when I'm standing on top of Mount Midoriyama. Just to make it a little further this year, to beat the third stage, I don't want that. I want to be the champion.
And there's Brian's family and his training partner, Noah Kaufman, who's changed out of his gold jumpsuit, ready to cheer his friend on. Well, last year, Brian Arnold was a relative unknown until he made it within a few feet of completing stage 3. Now he's coming in here with all the expectations on him. And he heightened those expectations because he quit his job to pursue this full time. That is a big bet, Akbar. I think anyone would have to feel more pressure after they quit their job, and it shows on Brian Arnold. As good as he was last year, He's in better shape this year. He's lost almost 20 pounds, feels absolutely confident he can get through this course. I talked to him. He said the spinning log, though, is one of those equalizers. A little slip and you're done.
You got it, dude. You can't teach greatness. It's just something that's innate, and Brian Arnold has that.
Uh-oh! You can see the fitness, that upper body strength. Said some of the parkour skills may not be as great, and that includes a trampoline. What a good leap and a secure grip. I gotta tell you, I'm starting to get nervous watching Brian.
He's made it farther on American Ninja Warrior than anyone else. That should be positive, but for him, that's pressure.
Well, you really can't see it out there. I think he is running tentatively. He's running not to make a mistake.
And for Brian, it really comes down to trusting the hard work. When he was bent over in the gym in sweat, in tears, in fatigue, you didn't do all that for nothing. It's gonna show up here on the devil step.
This is where he should feel right at home. And there it is.
The vice grip there on the sixth step. We talk about the infamous sixth step. He's past that now, on to the ninth step. He's got to make this transition. This is crucial.
And you can see on the sidelines, his girlfriend there cheering him on, holding their little baby. Now the warped wall. Again, it's been intermittently wet, and traction can be a big factor on the warped wall. And right up it. And I got to think with every obstacle, his confidence has to build, Akbar.
Oh, it's growing. You better believe it's growing. It's got some momentum and energy going right now.
Brian talks about feeling the pressure, but looking comfortable on the salmon ladder.
When you're virtually unknown, there is no pressure. But when you're the
right
top
up it.
dog, there's a lot of pressure. And the way Brian Arnold responds to the pressure here says a lot about what he can do in Las Vegas.
And I think these next two obstacles play very well into his strength.
Look at that.
This is a guy who can do one-arm pinky pull-ups. That is absurd strength. I love it. He's not about the flash. He's not about getting the fastest time or impressing anybody. It's about going the farthest. And for him, that means standing atop Mount Midoriyama. But the doorknob arch has proven to be difficult, even for experienced climbers like Brian. But look at that, a very solid, very confident pace now. And the crowd's starting to chant his name.
I guarantee you his arms are burning right now, but this is what he's trained for, and the end is in sight.
And look at that, a little smile. Arnold is feeling it now.
All right, get all the way to the end. See that dismount. There you go.
There have been intermittent sprinkles out here tonight. The course is wet, and moisture can be a real big factor on the spider climb. There he is. Looks like he's having a little trouble getting locked in.
Oh, boy.
And he's slipping. It is tough to get traction.
But you see what he's doing there? Because he's losing traction, he's leaning all of his weight towards that back foot.
And this is impressive, Akbar. This is gutting it out.
Let me tell you, nobody wants this more than Brian Arnold.
He is using a lot of upper body strength, but he's a rock climber. He's worked for the past year to build it up, and he is calling on every ounce of that reserve.
Look at that, look at that!
And he's gonna do it, despite the fears, despite the pressure. Brian Arnold answers it, and he hits that buzzer.
I love it.
The man who's made it farther than any American in Mount Midoriyama is going right back there. Brian Arnold does it again.
Okay, this is not textbook technique on the spider climb, but the walls are slick, so he improvised just to make sure he's going back to Las Vegas.
And now Brian Arnold is standing by with Jenn Brown.
Getting hugs and kisses from the family and high fives, Brian. You did a great job out there. No surprise. And the doorknob arch, you had a moment where you smiled to yourself as you were going across. What was going through your mind there?
I knew I was going to make it.
You're going to get that redemption at Mount Midoriyama, huh?
Oh, I hope so.
All right.
Thanks, Jen.
Great job. Matt, back up to you.
So Brian Arnold jumps onto the leaderboard with the others who completed the course. 52-year-old John Stewart is the last of our 6 finishers so far. And then we have those who got the farthest, the fastest on the course, including the cowboy ninja, Lance Pekas. He's on the bubble in the 15th spot. So Pekas will either be going to Vegas or going home to Idaho, depending on our last runner of the night, who happens to be the fastest man from qualifying, and a man who's been to Vegas twice himself, Lauren Ball. The last ticket to Vegas is up for grabs. We'll see what happens when American Ninja Warrior returns. It's already been the most dramatic season ever.
That's what I'm talking about!
History has been made! Wow! John Stewart at 52 years old! Oh, what? He broke the rumbling dice. What a run! And we're not done yet. Now the competition moves on to Vegas for the national finals. The best of the best take on a course that has never been conquered.
I will be the first American Ninja Warrior.
They'll face the toughest obstacle course ever built, Mount Midoriyama. 4 stages in all, each one more difficult than the last, with $500,000 on the line. It all begins next time on American Ninja Warrior. But here in Denver, we're going out with a bang. The final runner of the night is breakdancer Lauren Ball. He was the quickest in qualifying and the most entertaining. Lauren Ball's fast, flashy, and never boring.
I like to go all out. When it comes to attacking the course, I can go fast without having to hesitate.
He is blowing away anyone else's pace.
That's the way you get up the warp wall.
That's really, my approach to a lot of things in life. If you hesitate, you're gonna trip up. You're gonna be one of those people in the water.
Lauren Ball, always exciting to watch because he always goes for it. But that sometimes leads to mistakes. And that may be Lance Pekas' best and only hope, that Lauren Ball makes a mistake because Pekas is on the bubble. Look at that! A little flip there. Well, obviously, judging by his effort, you can tell this guy has style. Noah Mittman and a few of Lauren's friends running alongside for support.
They better move quickly because there's no slow. Oh! No hesitation, right onto the spikes.
Speed is obviously on his mind, but he needs to be careful not to make a careless mistake, especially on the cargo net.
This is the way that Lauren Ball attacked it in qualifying, but he's got to remember, it's a longer course in the finals. He may want to pace himself a little bit. Lance Pekas has got to be sweating under that Stetson.
Well, Ball on pace to knock Lance out. Remember, Ball was fastest in qualifying. Well, as the last runner, he knows exactly what he needs to do to get back to Mount Midoriyama, and that is complete the salmon ladder in 2 minutes, 32 seconds.
And he's on pace, but he needs to keep that speed under control and not be reckless. Lauren Ball should not have a problem here with the warp wall.
That's the advantage of going last and going fast.
I saw what you did there. I like that.
It was an Akbarism. And now, here it is, 5 rungs to get back to Las Vegas. A minute left. Lance Pekas on the bubble. The man in the black hat, waiting and watching the man in the silver pants. Right now, he is on the salmon ladder. He's got about 30 seconds to get out there.
Ooh, he's got a narrow grip, which is a little more difficult.
Oh, and it's uneven. He is not looking comfortable on the salmon ladder, Akbar.
He's got to widen out his hand. He had the narrow grip going. That's challenging. Yeah, keep it right there, shoulder width apart.
20 seconds left. Oh, my goodness! In improbable fashion, Lauren Ball goes out on the salmon ladder, and his run is done in this season of American Ninja Warrior. That means Lance Pekas is moving on.
It happens. That's the sport.
I don't wish that on him.
I don't wish it on him either, but
I didn't want it that way.
He rushed it.
I think he was a little gassed, and that led to some bad technique. Instead of being straight up and down, he's leaning to one side. Once he got off balance like that, he had no chance.
Hey, Lauren. Gosh, you qualified with the fastest time, and you were flying through our finals course tonight, but the salmon ladder getting you tonight. Were you going for the fastest time, and did that play an effect, or what happened?
Going for the fastest time played absolutely zero effect on my
ability to do the salmon ladder, my arms were just dead. I need to keep working on them so I can get as good as those climbers out there.
Matt, back up to you.
Thanks, Jen. So the top 5 finishers, all elite rock climbers, including Isaac Caldiero and Brian Arnold. The only other finisher, 52-year-old John Stewart, the oldest competitor ever to complete a finals course. The others advancing were the ones who went far enough, fast enough, including Lance Pekas, the Cowboy Ninja. He and the rest of the Denver Top 15 are heading to Vegas, where they'll be joined by other finalists from around the country. For Akbar, Gbaja-Biamila, and Jenn Brown, I'm Matt Iseman, and the next time we'll see you, we'll be in Las Vegas for the national finals of American Ninja Warrior.
He's the rookie who defied gravity.
That is some serious ingenuity.
She's the first woman to make it all the way to Vegas.
History has been made!
And he literally broke the course.
Unbelievable! He broke the rumbling dice.
Next Monday, Ninja's toughest competitors return.
It's what we've been building to all season.
NBC's American Ninja Warrior, all new next Monday, 9/8 Central. And watch Encores Tuesdays on Esquire and Sundays on NBC. On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Helen Mirren drops by. NBC Tonight.